Aries, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do your reading for January. We're going to take a look at your overall general energy, what you may not see coming, and get some important advice from Spirit. How are you all doing? Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Whenever you find this reading, I hope it helps you. And thank you for tuning in. And thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Aries today. All right, Aries, we're going to get into this. I'm going to talk about some pre-shuffled oracle messages, but I want to throw the cards down first, get an idea of what the energies are for you. Current and crossing energy, Spirit. Current and crossing energy for Aries. Ooh, Queen of Cups. Current energy. Open-hearted, unconditional love. Softening. Sinking into the divine feminine. Radiating harmony, beauty, love. You're feeling it. You could be feeling that holiday magic crossing you. The Ace of Swords, carrying the sword of truth. Wow, very Libran energy here. You're in your emotions because you're seeking truth at this time, or maybe a truth is being revealed about the way your heart is feeling towards something. It's a beautiful energy. You could be seeing truth around you. In an overall sense, right? The beauty of this earth, the beauty of your connections, the beauty of your life, and feeling loving and feeling loved. I love that for you. I really do. That's a beautiful energy. Let's get the overall general energy. Wow. Another ace. Ace of Wands. Now we're cooking. We've got an energy that is bringing in clarity and fire. And it's the beginning of something that maybe you want to love or will love. It could be a new idea. It could be a new individual. We're going to get more into the nuts and bolts of what this is about shortly. Now let's get into the opportunity. Oh, okay. Here you're showing up. Fire, a lot of fire. King of Wands. And as I say that, the sun is intensifying outside in its brightness, its brilliance, its warmth. You're looking at something. With the eyes of love, with hopeful desire, with ambition. Oh, wow. This is alignment between where you want to put your energy and the emotion behind it as well. So it's utilizing your fire and your emotional body equally. In something new. What's the challenge here? King of Cups. Interesting. All right, now we have an individual coming forth. We've got a couple court cards swimming here. Let's get the immediate future. The moon. Yeah, there's some mystery here. Maybe it needs to stay that way. And it's interesting what the pre-shuffled messages will reveal. I'll talk about that in a moment. And then what you don't see coming. The 8 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, and the 10 of Wands. Well, you are releasing some we'll say some emotional debris during January. And whatever you're releasing and whatever you're dropping is enhancing your capacity to open your heart at an even deeper level or a faster rate than you anticipated. You are pointed towards some sort of magnetic north here, Aries. And I think you're trying to get your whole heart in alignment with this, not knowing. It's like facing something that you don't know exactly what's going to happen, but you're going to try to not let it dampen your spirits or sway you in any way. I like this. I really like this. Now let's talk about the pre-shuffled oracle messages. We have the first card, boundaries. And I believe what I was picking up in the energies when this came out has a lot to do with all the eclipses that happened in 2024 and the path that they put you on. Here we have a woman inside of her own bubble. So this is about developing the necessity to develop our own boundaries that protect our own sacred self. You know, because those who are without boundaries tend to allow their lives to be dictated by others. And I think there's a lot of reformation around that, a tinkering around those boundaries, where you could understand the distinction between self and others. And you have a mandate in January to focus on your future and know that transformation will continuously be part of your growth. But this also is an imperative for you that you need to make sure during January that you're stopping and you're reassessing things and you're ensuring that your boundaries are in place. All right. The next one that we have alongside boundaries. Now, this is eclipse too. I want to emphasize that an eclipse is when the moon comes between the sun and the earth. As you can see that, the moon is coming between the sun and the earth, and it casts a shadow over the earth. So you may have had this experience in 2024 around the moon energy as it's coming out now. What did you learn during eclipse season, and how are you going to apply that in January? The multiple eclipses that affected the Aries-Libra axis. There was some truth that was revealed during those periods of time about boundaries and also about desire. We have solar cycles. The card number 5, look at her. She's looking out at the sun. This is about knowing your values and what you want. You know, do you have something that you can't quite shake? An idea, a thought, a repeating emotion, something. It's almost like when spirit knocks on your door and you know that you need to start doing whatever that thing is because you just can't help yourself but to do the thing. You know, when they started to really point me in the direction of tarot, I was dreaming about tarot. It was coming towards me. You're going to get a lot of signs and synchronicities around something this month that's going to initiate the opportunity to use all of your fire energy towards a desire. They are signposts, all right? So there's going to be some sort of planning set in motion. There's going to be some sort of gravity or magnetism to this thing. You can feel it. See how she's kind of being summoned in the middle of the night in her sleep to awaken to dawn? Some of you may be even creating in the early hours, right? When the light is just poking out. All right. So there is a desire. Interesting. I want to put it in that opportunity place. So you have some sort of desire in your opportunity in January. And it's certainly something new because the overall general energy is creative inspiration. This could be something that you want to create, Aries, a new pathway in your work or a new creative endeavor that it could also be a new beginning with somebody. All right. The third card we have is Bridget. Creation, and she's one of my favorite goddesses. She's a Celtic goddess. She's the goddess of poets and storytelling and writing and of life itself. So you could be experiencing a renewal around your connection to other people, to animals, to the earth. She also is reminding you that creation is your birthright. And all of us create. So there is an opportunity for you to trust your intuition and master your own craft with joy in the month of January, to double down, right, on your skills and abilities and talents. And you don't have to apologize for your creative spirit if you're getting really absorbed in it. So I love this energy. She's also a fierce protector of children. So some of you will either work with children or you have children, and you're really dedicated to nurturing the creative spirit of others around you, inspiring others. Bridget is the goddess of inspiration and forging, metals and words, and it's that creative fire. And I do see that you have it this month. Basically, you're being pulled through this desire. You're testing out some boundaries that you recently formed in 2024. It's like, how do you balance desire, tempering that, allowing it to flow, and have boundaries at the same time? So this is going to be interesting. I can't wait to clarify. Let's now go deeper, Aries, as I try to reach over that. Okay, I want to go into why the Ace of Wands is here for the overall general energy. You're definitely heading towards a deeper emotional current, but you're going to have to release something to do so. Could be expectation, because we have the moon here. It's like there's a lot of unknowns. It's like when you do something and you don't really know why, but you just have to do it, right? That's what happened to me with tarot. I was just like, so absorbed in it. I was obsessed with it. And there was no like goal. This was what I was going to do with it. I just knew that that was the direction Spirit was pointing me in, and that I needed to just immerse myself in it because of the magnetic pull I had towards this craft. So for some of you, it is a new craft. Others of you, it could be a connection, since we have these court cards here, and you being pulled towards somebody that you maybe you either already unconditionally love or you will. But let's see, let's go deeper. We're going to know more once I hit these new aces here. I'm going to clarify this Ace of Wands. Why is it here for January? We have, yeah, and there you are, mastering your craft, doing the work, right? Tinkering, practicing, playing, enjoying. You know, when we do what we do out of our own personal fulfillment and enrichment, that's the whole point. And then other people benefit from it because you're so in love with what you do. Oh, well, you do have, okay. You've had some issues around false beginnings, false starts when it comes to situations in love. Because we have a Knight of Cups here. This is when love is coming towards you. It may not be around romance. It could just be feeling people that are bringing you energy that's clean and clear. Because you've had to do a lot of work around initiating new contracts. We'll say new individuals in your life. Anyone new, whether it's a friend or a potential mate. There's been some disappointment in that regard. And overall, Spirit is really wanting you to not carry over a lot of the stuff from eclipse season that made you draw healthy boundaries, and to stay open. You know, this is energy coming towards you. Aries, I want to bring my cup of love. Let's play. Let's co-create. Let's get to know each other, whether it's in work or in love or in life in general. You know, and it's exciting, right? This is the card of excitement, right? Oh, this has my attention. This person has my attention. You could be distracted a lot by work this month, but also you're not really focused on perhaps letting anybody new in. I'm getting that, Aries. You could have, sometimes we become hyper vigilant about our boundaries and we don't even notice what's around us. You're definitely working to open up your heart, and almost like you could be shifting your beliefs around what's possible for you after some disappointments in the past. And you're working through that this month. Some of you have had some recent work disappointments, and you're trying to like keep your hopes up, right? With the Knight of Cups, and, you know, still showing up and doing your job successfully, but you need a break. So you could be in this energy this month too, if you feel like you're working so much and you're not really, this is the card of this combination of loving what you do, but also not getting to the advancement that you desire as quickly as you want, but being patient nonetheless. All right. There's a lot of truth coming in around. I think you want to really be in love with what you do, and you want to just feel like you're reaching for a deeper feeling state and knowing that that's what you're seeking. Your desire is to be in the Queen of Cups energy, but you're kind of skeptical, and Spirit is saying, okay, there's a gap. It's like you get in it and then you bounce out of it, and you get in it and you bounce out of it. And I get it. That's kind of how life works. But you're taking notice of it when you're allowing the past to pull you back and to sit in some sort of level of discontent. So you're going to be working on that. So that one wanted to go upside down and upright. Interesting boundaries. Your boundaries are, I'll tell you what, we have the Seven of Wands. And this is about a connection. I want to point this out to you. All right. You're in your King of Wands, Aries. Fiery, right? I know what I want. This is where I'm my magnetic north. But I actually have to. Your opportunity in the month of January is to not let. I'm getting this strongly with the Six of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. To not let nostalgia take you down. You're definitely moving away from something, and you are enforcing your boundaries. This could be things around your childhood. Six of Cups It could be somebody from your past that you have one eye on. You know, I'm getting this, your opportunities beyond this. Something has pulled you down a little bit. I'm not sure if it's work related or personal, but your duty this month is to look at that and not let that dampen your spirits, and to keep moving forward away from the things that you know you need to protect your own sacred self from, and by which through. It's like if you have people that if you have had permeable boundaries around, and they take you to places that you know aren't going to be healthy for you, I think you're realizing that you can only give your attention to that for so long before you're actually not doing what's best for you. So you really are being pointed in the direction of focusing on your future and not being dragged back to the past. Because the past can have a way of pulling us down when we're in comparison. I'm getting that. Like if you're setting yourself up against impossible measures based on where you've been and where you want to be, you fail to be in the here and now. You fail to be noticing the little things that happen every day that are small wins, small victories. The truth is that you have a huge heart, and you desire and you deserve clarity. So you could have somebody from your past that you have your back to at this time because there wasn't clarity. And it's really been something that hasn't been easy for you to move away from. And it could be a potential water sign. Page of Pentacles. Interesting. Ooh, yeah, that's the challenge. Okay. I'm going to put that here. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Sun, and Strength over the King of Cups. So when it comes to you aligning completely with I want to give, you can feel love for somebody, but it doesn't mean you're going to show it. And I do believe that you have somebody who is around you in the month of January that wants to make plans with you. And there's a potential for happiness here, but you've got to drop some sort of fear. This could be some of you have too thick of a boundary where you had some bad experiences in the past, and it's hard for you to really trust unless you for sure. But Spirit is saying you can't know for sure. That's what you co-create with someone else. And you're like, but I want to know for sure. Otherwise it's too much of a burden because I've been fooled before. And that's the thing. Certainty is not guaranteed in life. And transformation is a part of your growth. And I think what you're learning is, can I trust myself? Can I trust in the unfoldment of my path and still allow these things to come in and just learn as you go, right? Trust as you go. But if you start projecting all of these fears into an unknown future and you let that dictate you in the here and now, it really can shoot you in the foot. So your guidance this month in your challenge is to focus on your happiness. Put your energy towards that. And you're going to have to exercise some sort of fortitude here when it comes to keeping your heart open and sharing your heart. Oof. It's our vulnerability, right, that we fear the most. It's like, well, this person could hurt me. Let's keep going. I really want to find out what this moon is going to reveal, because this is the heart of the reading. Whoa. All right, you all. What even happened? All right, I'm going to leave that there. That's the Three of Wands sideways. You may be waiting. Oh my God, double moon and the Three of Wands sideways. It's almost as though if you've been waiting for a new opportunity in work or in love, it's like all your wounds have been triggered, But when we have triggering events, some scars that come up, they're there for us to take a look at and to heal, to go back to the root of them and to love them, right? Unconditionally love them. You've been doing deep healing work, Aries. Double moon, my Lord, what is going on here? There's so much emotion underneath you. It's almost like you've been a ship at sea. Let's see. Oh my God, and you have been. We have double moon energy with the Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords. It really is you being so concerned that if you don't have all the answers, you're going to immediately say no to anything. It feels that way. Like, it's like, I need to know the truth before I can share my heart. And Spirit's like, the truth unfolds, sweethearts, as time goes on. And it's almost like you've been burnt. It's like when you get burned, right? And you get disappointed and all the work you do to open up to love again and believe in it. And then you have all this love to give and you're still trying to move away from past experiences and you're guarding yourself. And then you have an opportunity, right, to let somebody in. And then you're like, like, if I don't know exactly what's going to unfold here and this person doesn't like be exactly what I'm looking for, it's almost like you get trapped in the unknown. And you get trapped in kind of staying stuck. This could even be a connection you're already in and there's a lot of memories and you're trying to learn how to separate yourself in this connection from the past and forgive and open up to more happiness and joy. And I just get that you're really having a hard time letting down a certain wall. There's walls that we need, right, that protect us with our boundaries. But then there's emotional walls that don't allow people to come in. And then we think it's the other person is the problem when we're actually too, I'm getting this is kind of erring on that side of being too boundaried. Like, I'm not going to let anybody in. No. Nobody's going to penetrate this. I'm my own fortress. I have a moat around me. And interestingly enough, look at, it's almost like there's this shadow, right? It's almost like you could when you have love approaching you, Aries, you could let the shadow speak louder than the soul, which is all the fears. And then it blocks you and it makes you feel stuck. And it's almost an argument you're having with yourself. And this is subconscious. That's the moon, double moon. It's subconscious. And it's like you could be waiting. And while you're waiting, you're almost like fortifying. It's like you're putting more sandbags around you. And Spirit's saying you got to melt. You got to just soften and face the unknown, face uncertainty, and be wide open to what the universe has for you. All right, what you don't see coming, you have the 8. Yeah, you're removing this. It's like you are cutting away at some sort of emotional block that has kept you feeling separated or in a feeling of separation from love. Yeah, it's part of your transformation. Ooh, this is a big one, Aries. We have death with the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Wands. Yeah, my goodness. Okay, no wonder. All this is coming out. I'm going to tell you. You're reaching for Eureka here. We have double 10 of Cups. So what you don't see coming is you're going to align with your desire. You have something coming in that's destined. You're going through a rebirth renewal where you have really gone deeply inward. And you're accessing the parts of you that you've needed to heal in order to open up fully again. And trust. That's the thing. When you don't trust and you make that focus be, well, it's the other person. Because the XYZ, if they don't show up exactly the way I feel safe, then it's a no immediately. And Spirit's saying, how much of this is really projection and how much of it is true? Because yes, you could be encountering people that aren't aligned with you, but how much are you taking responsibility for you and projecting past stuff onto it? And I think that's what you're realizing this month is like, okay, I want happiness. I want fulfillment. And this could be something that you're dealing with currently. If you're dealing with someone, because we have matches here between the King and Queen of Wands and the King and Queen of Cups. If it's not someone you're already dealing with, this is you really coming into alignment with your fire and your water elements. So you can go through these changes that hit us all in life. And still stay clear-minded and open-hearted. And that, my friends, is the work of masters. But what does that require? It requires us to drop the shit from the past. Because if you let the past be present, that's all you see. It's a distorted sense of reality. And I think you're understanding, wow, okay, I need to go deeply inward. I'm going through a renewal around my decision-making. I'm transforming the way I see my life and the way I see my relationships. And I don't want to see my life as a my choices as a burden. I want to learn from them, and I want to grow, and I want to come out of this feeling of being at this crossroads where the things that I encounter, there's so many unknowns that it makes me feel trapped in indecision or worry or doubt. You're breaking free from something that has felt like it's kind of held you down for a while, Aries. I mean, this double moon is just like boom, boom, boom. And we had the eclipse. So this eclipse season, it made you go really deeply inward and look at your heart and look at your truth and clarity around what you want when it comes to romance for a lot of you, and for a lot of you as well, work. It's like you're aligning with a timeline that feels more congruent with you and what you desire for your future. And you're trying really hard not to take the past stuff with you so it distorts what you're bringing in now. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think you understand that. We're going to get some advice. So in other words, hold the boundaries, not in a hypervigilant way, right? Create what you want to create. Have faith in that. And it's okay to have desire. It's almost like you feel like you've been punished for having desires. It's fascinating to me, Aries. This is deep. This is really deep. Yeah. It's the fears that come up when changes occur. And it could be changes in a connection that you're dealing with. It could be changes overall in your life. And all of the fears and the doubts and the worries that come up with that. The devil and the wheel of fortune. And feeling like, I don't want to repeat things. I don't want to repeat a cycle. You could have had something on repeat. And you're trying to overcome it. And I see you making good progress. Because at the end of the day, you're in a higher state, a higher vibration with the Ten of Cups. And what does that mean? In order to get to the Ten of Cups, it's dropping the burden, right? Of seeing your life as a burden or your experiences as a burden. Because of the accumulation of the heaviness. Eight of Cups. Yeah. Be patient. Knight of Pentacles. Move about slowly. You're overcoming a lot of obstacles and a lot of challenges, Aries. Five of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. This could all be about creating more stability in your life. Let me get a few more. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Wands sideways, and the Queen of Pentacles. So this is about you creating more stability and the things that you have maybe gone into almost blindly with blind faith and then getting stuck in them. And you're looking at that. But see, then it comes to a point where you could be repeating that, right? A self-fulfilling prophecy, self-sabotagey type of energy. When you have enough of those experiences and then you want to step out of that and change the dynamic that you're experiencing on your path. And so I see you really taking a look at this in a very deep way this month and trying to get clear around slowing your energy down. Yeah, there you are. I knew you'd come out here. It's like you haven't maybe felt quite like yourself in the last few weeks, I'm hearing, or a few days when you hear this. And because there's been things that have come up, maybe compromises that you've had to make. And this really is a matter of slowing your energy down and grounding your energy before you respond or before you react to something. You're definitely coming out of a period of, yeah. Wow. The universe has made you learn patience. I'm laughing because this is no laughing matter, and it's not been easy for you, Aries. I think 2024 really, you took quite a bit in, and you asked for it. You're like, I want to change. I want to evolve. I want to elevate. And what does that mean? It means you got to look at the shadow, and you did a deep dive in your shadow work, and you looked at the ways where you made decisions that blocked your energy. There's a lot of releasing going on, Aries, in January. I feel like this new path that you're on, it's because of the deep work you've been doing. I mean, you have the eclipse and Bridget and boundaries here with desire. So you've been learning about all of these things, hardcore. And that's what eclipses bring in. So many challenges and lessons. Let's get a Sacred Forest Oracle to finish this out. Keep riding this out, okay? You're at the tail end of a major significant transformation in your vibration, in the way you operate when new energies come in. We have fire spirit, energy, and unicorn, purity. Yeah, you've been purifying. Purifying, purifying, purifying. Fire spirit opened up right to it. Take action. This is not the time to hold back in life. Do not repress what you feel or allow yourself to be drained by others. If you strive to meet everyone's expectations and fulfill the needs of others, but forget to honor your own needs, your energy field becomes depleted and dull. Break free of your constraints, whether self-inflicted or imposed on you by others. Activate your verve and your passion. Give your emotions free rein. That's what you need to do. Waves of energy will surge through you as you spontaneously express yourself. Running on your own resources, however, can be depleting. Allow the Creator to flow through you. Be open to receive, knowing that you don't have to do it all yourself. This replenishes your soul and supports you in accessing enormous amounts of energy. The Spirit of Fire says, incredible vitality, life force energy, and passion are expanding in your life. If you start to feel drained by the expectations of others, don't hold back. Ignite your inner fire, speak your truth, let the light of the Creator surge through you, which is exactly what you're learning how to do. Because you may have felt blocked from that energy because you were being dampened by the expectations and the desires of other people. You really are turning inward and doing what's best for you, and you're removing these blocks with your magnificent fire energy, Aries. All right. 45. I'm going to read the last part of the unicorn, purity. The spirit of the unicorn says, no matter what happened in your life, step into your innate innocence with that full. It's like, it's sideways. It's like, it's almost like, what's that? Once burned, twice bruised. It's like there's something that debilitated you in some aspect. And you've had to overcome that. And you're regaining your faith and your innocence. And you've been doing that ever since. Step into your innate innocence. You have a pure soul. You are a child of the Creator. Let go of the past and see the world with new eyes. And almost miraculously, wonders will abound. Yeah. You've got some sort of like a purity of your heart emerging here where you're finding more and more clarity. You're coming out of a shadowy kind of period in your experiences where you were just having to contend with this aspect of you that kept getting triggered. But it all served your growth. So you could actually drop the burden of the past, release the emotional weight of your past experiences so you could align with a higher frequency. Bravo, Aries. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.